Alright, motherfuckers, my name is Wolfgang Carstens, and welcome to the Astro 2000 reading series. Today I'm holding a copy of Just Ignore the Beer Stains by Mr. Lawrence Gladeview, and I'd love to read a few poems for you. Poetry needs to be natural. Poetry needs to be natural, not forced, like the coat closet quickie before your auntie's memorial. The day after I drove 1,800 miles in buttoned-up gabardine with no AC to be there for you. And candid. Poetry needs to be candid. Book Tour. The Book Nook. Sioux Falls, South Dakota. During the Q&A, a stringy college reporter asked me, Mr. Gladeview, is your poetry based on real life, or is it purely fictitious? Well, Junior, I said, that's for the reader to decide. He quickly followed up with, in your new collection, there's a crude poem about a threesome. Is there any truth to that piece? I answered, years back I had a job at a nursing home, and a gentleman once asked me to assist him and his girlfriend. Here comes the airplane into the hangar kind of deal. So I gave the old-timer a hand. Junior responded, does that even count? And I replied, well, that's for the reader to decide. Coming to terms. Through the front window, I saw my neighbor Leon walking his aged Cocker Spaniel Molly, dragging her along while he led the way. Last week, Rebecca purchased tickets to the local amateur dinner theater and dragged me to a subpar performance of Carousel. Shifting my cramped ass and looking out to Molly again, I thought, shit, I am one aged bitch. The Back Biz. I went to the chiropractor this afternoon. Entering his office, we chatted and I assumed the position on the table. 60 minutes and $85 later, my session was over, back still knotted and sore as all hell. On the way home, I stopped at the liquor barn and picked up a bottle of Cuddy. For just $12.50, my Becky does more than chat when I assume the position. And finally, after a reading, an audience member told me, you're not more or yamrous, you know, so why don't you just give it a rest? Thanks for pointing that out, I said. I told the damn bookstore to put Gladeview on the flyer. Just Ignore the Beer Stains by Mr. Lawrence Gladeview is put out by Pigeon Bike Press, and it's available now at treekillerinc.com. Check it out.